Thank you for taking part in OW2Con. Let me introduce myself. I'm Christophe Modou from French Gendarmerie. I'm network and system engineer, and I'm part of the core team of LemonLDAP-NG. I'm going to explain today how to protect server-to-server exchange with LemonLDAP-NG WebSSO. My presentation is composed of three parts. First, I will present LemonLDAP-NG. In the second part, I will explain how to manage access and explain a basic architecture. And in the third part, I will introduce service token handler. What is LemonLDAP-NG? LemonLDAP-NG is a full AAA open source WebSSO project. AAA for authentication, authorization, and accounting. LemonLDAP-NG can authenticate user. You can define some access rules. Access, authentication, access, and accounting. For LemonLDAP-NG provides some log. You know which user access which application. Here is a short history of LemonLDAP-NG. LemonLDAP-NG has been created in 2004 by the French Gendarmerie Nationale. The first stable version has been released in 2010. I joined the project for the 2.0 version. This version has been released in 2018, and last stable version has been released recently in May 2023. We plan the third version, maybe, in 2024. LemonLDAP-NG core team is composed of 5 persons. The Xavier Guimard, creator, and your speaker, and maintainer, and both working in French Gendarmerie Nationale, more precisely, service des technologies et des systèmes d'information de la sécurité intérieure. STC Carré is a service depending on French Gendarmerie. And 3 important members of the core team, Clément Oudot, hi Clément, Maxime Besson, and David Coultader from Vortex. It's a real win-win partnership between French Gendarmerie and Vortex for bug fix and new features. Why? LemonLDAP-NG development process is composed of 2 cycles. Communized cycle, our forge is hosted on GitLab, OW2 GitLab, and an French Gendarmerie internal integration cycle. When the community releases a new version, I pick one of the versions and I deploy it into our environment. We've got different environments: development, pre-production, and production. I pick a version, I deploy this version onto our infrastructure, and if I discover a bug or if I need a new features, I can open an issue on our GitLab Forge. If I'm able to fix the issue, I fix the issue. And if I'm not able, very often Maxime helps me to fix the bug or develop the new features. It's a real win-win partnership. LemonLDAP-NG, second part, access and architecture. LemonLDAP-NG is a WebSSO application. So LemonLDAP-NG can be used to protect application. Why using WebSSO? Using WebSSO avoid password multiplication and avoid password circulation between user and application. Why? Because a user application here and portal here. An unauthenticated user try to access a protected app. The user is not authenticated, so the user is redirected to the portal for authentication. After authentication, the portal provides the user a token. Often it's a SSO cookie. With this token, the user is redirected back to the requested application, and the user can access the application. And a component here sends user attribute to the application. This mechanism of redirection can be implemented differently. I will explain. You can to implement this mechanism. You can use different protocol like SAML or OpenID Connect. Here, I will only describe a mechanism based on handlers. LMONLDAP-NG provides three main components: the manager to configure the web SSO, the portal for authenticating the user, and the handlers. Handlers can be embedded directly by application if you can access, if you can modify the application. If you are not able to implement handlers into your application code, the application are protected behind reverse proxies, and the handler part is embedded by the reverse proxy. In this configuration, users do not access directly to application. All the requests are caught by the reverse proxy, and the requests are caught by the handler. And if user is not authenticated, the handler redirects the user to the portal. If the user is authenticated and its session is valid, the handler proxy pass the request to the hidden application, to the protected app. LMONLDAP-NG provide different handler type. The main handler type, this handler look for a cookie header, a SSO cookie. You can use the hot basic handler. The hot basic handler looks for an authorization type basic header. You can also use OAuth2 handler. This handler looks for an authorization type bearer header. You can use a DevOps handler. It is a particular handler. This handler looks for a rules point JSON file to retrieve access rules and either to send to protected app. The secure token is a legacy handler. This handler looks for a ciphered cookie. The SSO cookie is ciphered. And more interesting part for today, the service token handler. This handler looks for a XLLNG token header with the service token. With LMONLDAP-NG, you can protect APIs or server-to-server exchange. How can I protect server-to-server exchange with LMONLDAP-NG? There is three different ways to do this. The bad way is to provide the SSO cookie to the protected app. This is a security issue. Even more if the user has got a lot of permission or rights. The user can access a lot of applications. So if you provide the SSO cookie to the protected app, it can be a security issue. The second method, the UGLI, using the secure token handler. This is the deprecated method. And the good one, using the service token mechanism. How it works? Service token mechanism. Here I've got a user, the portal for authentication and the manager to configure the web SSO, and three applications, application 1, 2, and 3. The application 1 is protected by using the main handler, the handler that looks for a SSO cookie. And application 2 and 3 are protected by using the service token handler. The user tries to access application 1. He is not authenticated, so main handler redirects the user to the portal for authentication. After authentication, the user is redirected back to application 1. Main handler finds the cookie, so user can access to application 1. The handler sent some headers to the application 1, either 1, either 2, containing user attributes, and either 3, containing the service token. With this service token, application 1, the calling application, can request application 2 or application 3 on behalf of the user by sending a particular header named XLLNG token containing the service token sent during the first request. And application 1 can request application 2 or application 3 on the behalf of the user. User can also request application 3 because the service token handler inherits from the main handler, so application 2 or application 3 can be called by a calling application or can be accessed by the user. Application protected by service token handler can be requested by servers and users. This is magic, the magical part. So you can protect all your application with the service token handler. The service token is computed by using an extending function of LemonLDAP-NG named token. To this function, you have to. There are two mandatory parameters: the session ID and the list of applications that can be requested by application 1. This functionality can restrict the scope of the service token. How to configure the service token? By using the manager. Here is a calling application, FOV, and here is the called application. To the calling application, I send an header containing the service token, session ID, and list of applications that can be requested by the calling application, and the called application, SIV-WS, I just have to protect this application by using the service token handler. That's all. You just have to configure these 2 points, sending the service token and protecting the called application by using service token handler. I implement a functionality that I called service headers. Service headers can be used for tracking calling server. When you set the token, you can pass optional parameter like service header. These service headers are only sent by the service token handler. So you can here set the name of the calling application, so application 2 and application 3 can track that this request comes from application 1. Service header 1, header 2 are sent to application 3. And service header 1 is a header sent by the service token. Since LLNG 2.16, I modified the service token handler because it was very annoying to list all the called applications. So the service token scope since 2.16 release can be defined by using regular expression. Siv étoile, etc. SIV dot dash, etc. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, I can answer, or you can keep in touch if you want. You can send me some email. I will please to answer and to reply. LemonLDAP-NG documentation is available by using this URL. Our repository GitLab OW2. And if you want, we can download all the release by using this link. Thank you very much for your attention.